Now, I can also do two specific reading assessments. I mean, I could use them, go into general and call it reading and use that. But I put in two types of assessments that are more specific just to reading. So if I go to assessments and I'm going to add an assessment, you'll see there's two. There's a quick reading assessment right here, or there's a detailed or oral reading record assessment. We're going to look at the quick reading assessment first. And basically, this is, again, put in a title. I might call it, most of the time I call it like February, because I generally kind of try to listen to the students at least once a month. But if it's more than once a month, I can put February 1, February 2, or whatever. But so let's call this, I'll call this March, just to be ahead, because I think I might have one called February already in here. March. And the term is 2. And I'm just going to submit this. And now it looks similar to the other types of assessment, but you'll see text title. So a student comes up. Now I've already entered a bunch of titles from it's this Nova Scotia document that we have that will have the levels and so on. And you can enter those as well. I'm going to show you that on another video. So it'll bring up the list of all the books that I've entered. But usually for this, students just bring up a book from their bag of Just Right books. And so the title normally isn't one of these assessment pieces. And so I'll just type in, I'll just click here and I'll ignore this list and I'll just type in the title. I might call it, maybe it was called Hi John. I'll capitalize that. Hi John. All right. And then I can put in the level. And so you can use numbers or letters. So I'll say it's level E. And then normally I press this evidence button and I go to audio and I record them reading. So I'll just start it. And these I'm using an iPad mini for all these. And they work really, really well for picking up audio. Even when the class is kind of making some noise in the background. They're never going to be completely quiet. And some students I'm in grade 1, they kind of read out loud and things. So if someone's reading out loud close to me, I might have them move a little farther away. But it does a really good job recording. So I save that. So it saves that recording of the student. And then I'll go back and just say, I'll kind of rate their accuracy, fluency, comprehension, and overall. So I'll say in accuracy, let's say they were beginning. Let's say fluency, they were on their way. Comprehension, let's say beginning. So overall, I'm going to say beginning for the student. And I might make a comment like, I'm going to try to maybe drop them back a level and see how they do. And again, I can email this to the parent. So it'll email the scores here, plus the recording of the student reading. And for this type of assessment, because it's not an official reading record, I'll often help them with strategies, and so then the parents hear the recording and they know what to do at home. I've had feedback saying, "Oh, now we kind of know some things we can do at home with them," and so I find sending the videos or the audio home is really helpful for parents. And so if I went through and there's another option here. You'll see previous over here with a little arrow down. And if I click that, it'll actually show previous assessments that I've done on them. So you'll see here, there's a little scroll at the side over here, and I can scroll, well, I'm going to zoom so you can see it. It'll scroll down or up. Sorry. Let me get out of this. Bam. And scroll back or back. Okay. It allows you to see the other assessments you've done, on what dates, and if I had the level in there, it'd be what levels they were doing, and so on. And so you can kind of keep track of whether they're progressing or not.